So you brought up the Cowboys a little bit, and that's very interesting because Dak still hasn't signed his franchise tag, which I believe he has until June something to sign it, which would give him like roughly 31, $32 million. So as the Cowboys, and you bring in Andy Dalton on a $3 million contract with up to another $4 million in incentives, so $7 million in total. So as the Cowboys, do you say, going in the future, like honestly, I think Andy Dalton is the same, if not slightly better than Dak Prescott, especially where he is in at this point in his career. Andy Dalton has never had the type of full offense that the Cowboys do have right now. So after this season, and if Dak wants to play hardball, do you think the Cowboys say bye?
Well, I mean, maybe. I don't think you bring in Andy Dalton unless you want some kind of leverage in that situation. I mean, the age difference is something to be concerned about because you're not going to get as many years at a Dalton. And if Dalton, does play and has a good year, you're going to have to pay him as well. Maybe not as much as you would have to pay Dak, but you would still have to pay him. I mean, if I were the Cowboys, I would just say, like, I would just let Dak walk and then bring in any number of these free agents that we were just talking about. Like if you
Even
could
draft young.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, right. If you had an extra $30 million laying around, you could bring in Everson Griffin and Logan Ryan and Jadeveon Clowney, and all of a sudden that defense is loaded with stars.
Yeah.
And you got Andy Dalton, who's capable. I mean, with the Bengals, they went 12-4, 13-3 a couple of years when everybody was healthy and they were playing at their best and they had a good defense. So Andy Dalton is certainly capable. He's the best backup in the league by far.
Yeah, when you give him one of the best offensive lines and Amari Cooper and did they get CeeDee Lamb?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, right. So like you got to, and obviously Ezekiel Elliott. Like you give Dalton those kind of weapons. He has a track record of he did stuff with AJ Green. Like he's proven that he can make stars out of stars and live up to their potential. So
yeah. And at that point, it was only AJ Green. Like they really didn't have a good running back. I mean, Tyler Eifert was there, but he was hurt.
TJ,
did Andy play with TJ? I don't know if Andy played with TJ.
They seem like they're around the same time frame.
I don't know.
It was T.O. and Ocho Cinco, and then Houshmandzadeh was like the third guy, and then I think Houshmandzadeh and AJ Green were the next wave.
And that was probably towards the tail end of his career. So I mean, So I guess basically what I'm trying to get at with this conversation is, would you guys pay Dak $37 million or even the $40 million, which is what he's asking for?
I would, because the quarterback position is critical, and that's why these quarterbacks are getting that amount of money. No matter no matter who the quarterback is, if they're playing at a high level and you can win a Super Bowl with him, you're going to have to pay him this number that keeps going up. I mean, Matt Stafford got $30 million, and Aaron Rodgers got 33, and Garoppolo is going to get another thing if he has a decent year this year. And Mahomes, Lamar Jackson are all going to get we're going to be in the $40 and $50 million pretty soon. So it's just like the number that you have to pay, and it's better to do that earlier rather than later and lock a guy in when those numbers are lower, just because it goes up every year. And I'm a Dak believer. I think he's a really good quarterback.